It started like any other Monday morning. The hum of the neighborhood, the scent of damp grass drifting through the half-open window, and the sunlight pushing through the blinds. 17-year-old Emily Parker yawned and rolled out of bed, brushing her tangled chestnut hair out of her eyes. It was the beginning of her last week of summer before her final year of high school. Everything seemed normal, until it wasn't. The first strange thing happened when she bent down to grab a fallen sock behind her dresser. Her fingers brushed against something cold and smooth. Pulling it free, she discovered a small black object, no larger than a thumb, wedged in the corner. It had a blinking red light. A camera. At first, Emily thought it might be a prank. Her younger brother, Max, was always playing tricks. But this wasn't a toy. It was sleek, with a tiny lens and a faint sticker on the back with a Wi-Fi symbol. Her heart began to pound. She hadn't installed it. Neither had her parents. And it had been hidden, carefully, expertly, like someone didn't want her to find it. Her breathing quickened as she stared at the lens, her reflection warped and eerie in its unblinking eye. Who would put a camera in her room? She rushed downstairs, holding the device in her trembling hand. Her parents were in the kitchen, sipping coffee and scrolling through their phones. "Mom? Dad?" Her voice cracked. "Did one of you put this in my room?" They looked up, confused. Her father furrowed his brow and took the camera from her. "Where did you find this?" "Behind my dresser." "That's not ours," her mother said quietly. They examined it together, bewildered. No identifying marks. No brand name. Her father, an IT manager, said it looked like a wireless pinhole spy cam, something people used for surveillance. Or worse. Could someone have broken in? Emily asked. But there were no signs of forced entry. The windows were always locked. Their security system had no alerts. They called the police. A patrol officer arrived within the hour, took photos, and bagged the device as evidence. He told them these kinds of cameras were sold online, often for under $50. They could stream live video to a remote phone or laptop. Emily's skin crawled. Someone had been watching her. Over the next few days, she barely slept. Every creak in the floorboards made her jump. Her father scoured the house for other devices, finding none. But the fear didn't leave. It settled into her bones like a chill that wouldn't go away. Then things got worse. Late one night, around 2 a.m., Emily heard a tap on her window. She sat up in bed, clutching her blanket. Their house was 2 stories up. It couldn't be a person. Probably a branch, she told herself. Just the wind. But then her phone buzzed. A text message. From an unknown number. "You look peaceful when you sleep." She dropped the phone and screamed. Her parents burst into the room, and she showed them the message. Her father called the police again. They traced the number, but it was unregistered, a burner phone. Impossible to track. They changed the locks, installed more cameras of their own, even boarded up the bedroom window. Emily slept in her parents' room for 2 nights. Then the police returned. They had recovered partial footage from the spy cam's memory. Her parents didn't want Emily to watch it, but she insisted. They sat together in the living room as the officer inserted a USB into their TV. The screen lit up. Grainy black and white footage appeared, Emily's room. Her bed. The soft glow of the nightlight. She was sleeping. For a few seconds, Nothing happened. Then the door creaked open. A figure stepped into frame. Tall. Hooded. Face obscured by a mask. He walked to the foot of her bed. Watched her. For 15 full minutes, he didn't move. Then slowly, silently, he placed something under her dresser. The camera. Emily clutched her chest, frozen. The figure stood over her for another moment, then vanished back into the hallway. The screen cut to black. No one recognized him. He wore gloves, and nothing identifiable. But the footage sent a jolt through everyone who watched it. The police opened a full investigation, classifying it as a home intrusion and stalking case. But weeks passed with no updates. No suspects. No clues. Emily stopped going out. She quit the soccer team. Deleted her social media. She felt like she was being watched at all times. Until the envelope came. It was slipped under their front door in the early morning. No postage, no name. Just Emily written in neat block letters. Inside was a printed photo. A close-up of her sleeping. From a different angle than the spy cam footage. A note was scrawled on the back. You're even prettier when you cry. They moved immediately. Her parents packed up everything and relocated to another town 3 hours away. They changed their numbers. Got a new home security system. Emily started homeschooling. 4 months, there was silence. No notes. No messages. No signs of the masked intruder. She began therapy. She painted to cope. Slowly, she laughed again. Started journaling. The nightmares faded. Her hair grew longer. She even made a friend in her online art class, Kara, a girl who loved dark poetry and late-night video calls. Emily felt seen again. Until Kara said something strange. During a call one night, Kara tilted her head and smiled. You know, your room looks different from the video. Emily froze. What video? The one you posted. On that blog. The one with the guy in the mask? Emily felt her throat close. I didn't post that. Kara's smile faded. Wait, what do you mean? Kara sent her a link. A dark website. Not YouTube. Not TikTok. A hidden corner of the internet. Emily clicked it. And there it was. A video. Titled, Sleeping Beauty Number 9. It was her. The same footage the police had shown her, but longer. Unedited. Posted weeks ago. There were comments beneath it. She's so peaceful. I'd pay for more of her. This guy's a legend. Emily screamed. Her parents shut the laptop, but it was too late. Her face was out there. Her life, exposed. She was a victim in someone's twisted collection. The police launched a cybercrime investigation. They traced the video's upload path. It led them to an address in their old neighborhood. An abandoned house. Inside, they found a hidden room. Screens. Hard drives. Dozens of tapes. Girls. Sleeping. Different rooms. Different cities. They also found the mask. But no man. Until one of the tapes revealed him by accident. A reflection in a mirror. Enough for facial recognition. His name was Victor Shaw. A former cable technician. Fired for spying on customers. No fixed address. But he had been watching them all, slipping into homes, planting cameras, creating a network of fear. And he wasn't working alone. Dozens of forums. Hundreds of subscribers. A black market site for sleeping videos. He was the star. And Emily? One of the unwilling stars of his darkest masterpiece. The FBI took over. They eventually caught Victor Shaw hiding in a van near another victim's house. He confessed to everything. Emily testified in court, shaking but strong. Her voice trembled as she described what it felt like to be watched, hunted, violated in the one place she should have been safest. Victor was sentenced to 80 years. But Emily never felt free again. Not completely. The scars were invisible. The silence in her room still felt heavy. But she didn't let it consume her. She started a blog, Light After Shadows, where she helped other girls who had been watched, stalked, violated. She spoke at schools, raised money for privacy awareness, partnered with developers to create an app that could scan for hidden signals from cameras. Years later, she stood on a stage, accepting an award for her activism. She looked out at the audience and smiled. "I was once a girl who thought my life ended when someone watched me sleep," she said. "But I found power in turning fear into fire." The lights dimmed. Applause thundered. And somewhere, in the shadows of the world, another girl found hope in her story.